I'm David Malsby, welcoming you onto the campus that we call Camp Hope. It is the residential program of the PTSD Foundation of America, serving veterans and their families dealing with combat-related post-traumatic stress. It's a lengthy program, 7 to 9 months, sometimes even longer than that, depending on a multitude of issues. But again, everything that we do is absolutely no cost to the combat vet or to their families. Right now, we want to introduce you to one of the brand new graduates from our program. You want to introduce yourself?
My name is Bobby, U.S. Army.
And where are you from?
I'm from the Houston area.
Okay. And where'd you deploy?
I deployed to Afghanistan in July of 2009 to 2010.
Okay, 09 to 10. When did you get to Camp Hope, by the way?
I got to Camp Hope on January 16th.
Okay, so 7.5, almost 8 months.
Yes, sir.
But a long period in between that deployment and here.
Sure.
And I think it's important for people to understand that it can take a while for PTSD to really start to show itself. Mm-hmm. It can really take a long time if we just ignore it and try to drive on with it.
Sure.
What was going on during that time period for you?
You mean from deployment
to Camp Hope?
Well, I got a good job, and I had that job for about 10 years, but I was still abusing alcohol heavily, and it got so serious to the point where I wasn't even able to maintain my professional life, and basically became non-functional. So that's what brought me to Camp Hope.
How did you hear about Camp Hope?
Actually, my family found out about Camp Hope. I wasn't, at the time, I was in no shape to be doing any kind of research or anything. My father found out about Camp Hope through, I believe it's somebody he grew up with. It's now in law enforcement.
Okay. Yeah. So you're severely using alcohol at the time.
Yes, sir.
Your family realizes something's got to change. They find out about Camp Hope. They mention it to you. What was your first response?
Well, my first question was, how long is it?
Right.
And, they kind of vaguely gave me an idea that it's a little longer than what I'm used to, because I've been to treatment before. But I think that was just to get me here. And once I'm here, I found out, it's tough to swallow. It's a tough pill to swallow, 6 to 9 months, but it's definitely worth it. Yeah,
so now you've come through the program. Again, 7.5, 8 or so months that you've been here. But it's for the rest of your life. It's an investment. It does feel long, I'm sure, at times.
Correct.
But it's for the rest of your life.
Yes, sir.
What's changed for you?
I'd have to say that I was pretty hopeless and just really didn't have anything to show for my 38 years of life whenever I first got here. And what's different now is that I have hope, whereas before there was none. So I feel like I have a pretty good shot at having a bright future if I just keep doing what I'm doing.
Absolutely. So I would like to end this way, because you've been there. You talked about you've lost hope, right?
Yes, sir.
Completely lost it. So there's someone out there, either they or it's their son or brother or whoever, that's in that same boat.
Sure.
What would you say to that person?
I would have I'd say to that person to just give hope a chance. When you're as depressed and down in the dumps as I was, and the last thing you want to hear is somebody preaching to you about hope. But all I can tell them is that to give it a chance.
Yeah, I tell folks, I know you may not be able to believe it right now. Let us believe it for you for a little while, and hang around and just see what happens.
That's right.
Congratulations on completing the program.
Thank you.
Wishing your family the very, very
Yes,
best.
sir.
We don't have a magic wand, but it can be life-changing. PTSDUSA.org.